This is Harry Judd for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. It's the morning after Usyk AJ. I'm joined by Nathan Gorman. Tell me your immediate reaction.
Good fight for AJ. Done on miles a lot better than the first fight. Imposed his size, but Alexander Usyk, a boxer tricks, very clever fighter, good mover, pinpoint accuracy, just a very hard man to beat, and he lost to a very good fighter in Alexander Usyk. But no discredit to JJ, done well. But the right man won. Better man won.
What could AJ have done better in that fight, maybe to win more rounds? Was it the volume of punches again that lacked?
I don't think he could do any more than what he done, to be fair, because it's easier said than done when you're in there with a man what's so like Usyk. If he'd have thrown more punches, it'd been more open, he'd have got caught a lot more. And that's what you got to look at. Let's be fair, you don't want to get a hit off 16 stone man upside the head. So it's one of them. But I thought it was a really good fight.
115, 113, AJ, 115, 113, Usyk, 116, 112. Oh, you've just grimaced at that 115, 113. Yeah, AJ,
truthfully, I had it 8-4. 8 Usyk, 4 AJ, I had it. And that was being generous. I thought, I don't know how it was that scorecard, that first one. But, it happens, doesn't it? It happens every time.
Why did you have it like that, Nathan? What impressed you so much?
He was making him miss. Half the punches he was catching, he was just countering. He was just in and out, countering shots, manoeuvring him. Just being a box of tricks like he always is. Very good fighter. There's only one man to beat him, in my opinion.
Well, that leads me straight on then. I was not going to go with that question so early, but you mentioned him. How does that go, Tyson Fury, Usyk?
To me, well, I just said this a minute ago. The stats don't add up. 6'3", 15.5 stone to 6'9", 20 stone. Someone who else is elusive, switch hitter, southpaw orthodox, hands up, hands down, can punch. So, it doesn't add up, does it? So, I think Tyson wins comfortably. To be fair, very comfortably. Yeah, I can't see Usyk getting near him. I really can't. That's not me being biased. Usyk's unbelievable, incredible. He beats everyone by Tyson. Anyway, put it that way. He beats everyone with ease by Tyson.
Usyk says he won't continue if he doesn't face Tyson Fury. Have you had any conversations with Tyson about this? And do you reckon he will come out?
I hope he comes out, to be honest with you. I really do, because why shouldn't he? Because there again, why shouldn't he and why should he, to be fair? It's a bit of a funny one, isn't it? Because he's done what he's had to do. But I would love to see the Usyk fight with him, and just him to be the undisputed, unified champion once and last for all, and just close everyone's mouths.
This was probably, arguably one of Joshua's best performances. Obviously, the training team moving away from Robert Crack and now with Robert Garcia. Did you see any improvements with Joshua? What did impress you with Joshua's performance?
He was more on the front foot, I thought. He tried for a lot more punches. I thought he improved a hell of a lot compared to the first one. You can't box Usyk, as I think, can you? Because it's not going to happen to you. He's got to use your physical attributes. So I think that's what he done well.
What would you have done, hypothetically, in that? How would you box Usyk? Because it seems like you said he's a box of tricks. He's studying you from round one. He's so clever, and definitely the way, because Joshua arguably finds it hard to fight a southpaw, especially one that's so clever and smart as Usyk. But what would you have done in those instances?
I'd go get a gun, is what I'd get. No, I think you got to be like a Derek Chisora, to just literally try and rush him, because if he gets in a groove, once he gets into that groove, he's fluent in it. Everything's very offset with him. He's very hard man to beat. You can just tell the way he boxes. 350 fights, Olympic champion, unified cruiserweight champion, now unified heavyweight champion of the world. Takes some doing, doesn't it, from a former, what was he as an amateur middleweight when he was super middleweight?
Yeah.
Jeez, come on.
If Usyk doesn't continue, can he retire happy in your eyes? with that now?
I can't do. I would. I retire very, very happy. What a career! What a career you couldn't write, to be fair, isn't it? Unbelievable.
We've got to mention the aftermath, the speech from Joshua. What was your initial thoughts with that? A lot of emotions. It's hard to, you don't really want to knock a man when he's down, but yeah, what was your initial thoughts when you saw that? Oh.
I lost you there, mate.
Yeah. Sorry, carry on. Go on, we'll pick it back up. So yeah, we have to speak about the aftermath. The speech from Joshua. Again, it's hard to knock a man when he's down, but yeah, give me your initial thoughts on what you saw.
Bit of a weird one, wasn't it? I don't know. It's a bit of a mixed opinion thing, isn't it? When you're tired and all that, Cave, all your emotions come out of you. But you got to be gracious in defeat as you are in victory. I think you know what I mean. It happens. It's a boxing match.
We have to we talk about the card as well. Great performance by Callum Smith as well.
Yeah, very good performance. That catch counter, it works a treat for him, doesn't it? I think the new weight suits him as well. Growed into it. Very, very big puncher. I think he'd be a world champion of the weight as well.
What did you make of Filip Hrgovic's performance? I mean, arguably, a lot of people, I mean, most people had
close fight.
Go on.
I thought it was a close fight. I had Usyk winning round or two, but I can see how other people had Zhang winning as well. Could have been a draw. It's one of them fights. It all depends on how you was watching. Like if you watched Usyk, if you watched Hrgovic throw on the backhand, and if you watch Zhang throw on the backhand, it all depends on who you're watching and how you're scoring, I think. But I can see how people have mixed opinions, definitely.
What did you make of her? He seemed disinterested at times, Hrgovic, especially when he was walking around the ring. He did have his guard up at some times.
I know, it was mad.
Getting hit by big punches from Zhang. It was an odd performance, to say the least.
Yeah. You can take a punch, let's be fair, can't he? Because 20 stone Zhang hitting you on the point of the chin with a big left hand. It's going to do a lot of damage, isn't it? So, very, very, very weird to be fair, like walking around and that. But obviously, that's his style, isn't it? That's the way he is.
Would you like to see a rematch on that one? I think if you're in Zhang's corner, you'd be gunning for that rematch.
Oh yeah, definitely. If I was in Zhang's corner, like if I was his trainer or promoter, I'd say let's get the rematch on. I think Hrgovic will want the rematch too, to be fair. But there again, he's mandatory for a world title, so you don't know, do you?